All right, good morning. This is probably going to be our last weekly video. We are in distance learning week 9, May 25th through the 29th. Next week, or the last week of school, we'll only have school Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll basically say our goodbyes. So, yet to be determined if this is the last or second to last weekly video, but thank you guys for watching so you know what to expect this week. Our Zoom meetings are looking a little bit different. So periods 1 and 3, I will not see you on Monday because Monday is a holiday, but we are going to meet on Wednesday. So I will only see you guys once next week. That's on Wednesday. And we're going to meet right when class starts. So at 9 for period 1 and 10:30 for period 3. So we're not doing the half an hour later thing because I only have you guys once. So plan to be at our Wednesday Zoom meeting at 9 and 10:30. And periods 2 and 4 will plan to meet on both Tuesday and Thursday, just to kind of check in, make sure you guys are doing okay on your raft project. So again, periods 1 and 3 only Wednesday, periods 2 and 4 I will see you on both Tuesday and Thursday. So here's our weekly assignments. You can see it's getting shorter and shorter. So basically this whole week you're going to be working on your raft project. So we introed that the second half of last week. So if you didn't attend class on Wednesday or Thursday, you missed the introduction to that project. So I posted this paper. So I'm going to click on it and show you guys what it looks like. It looks like this right here. So this is kind of like a visual breakdown of the raft project. So it kind of gives you quick directions, the different choices you have, and then vocabulary. So I know that all of your guys' projects need to have vocabulary in them. So for each project, you're going to be using at least 5 vocabulary words that show your understanding of the term. So these are some examples of the vocab that you should be using. Of course, there can be different words, but this is a really good list of vocabulary that's likely going to be found in your project, because remember, your goal is to show understanding of the topic by using and explaining vocabulary from our ecosystems unit. Okay, so and we're doing that in a creative way. So the first time that you use each of your vocab words, you're going to highlight or bold them so that I can kind of quickly go through and see that you've included your vocabulary words that you need for your project. So this is here if you want to take a look at it. And also the slideshow is linked here. That's the one that we looked at on Wednesday or Thursday that shows the information and examples for the project. You should have gone through the slideshow and then signed up on the sign-up sheet for each class period. So thank you to those of you guys that were in class and did that. If you did not do that, you need to do that ASAP, okay? I'm going to be breaking you guys up into breakout rooms based on what it is that you signed up for. So if you haven't signed up for anything, you're going to go in the naughty student category and be with all the other kids that didn't attend class or sign up. So make sure you look through the slideshow, choose the project that you want, and then sign up in the correct class period. Okay, remember this project is due Monday, June 1st for periods 1 and 3, and Tuesday, June 2nd for periods 2 and 4. Okay, so if you attended class last Wednesday and Thursday and you were there for the introduction, you can stop watching. If you were not in class, I would recommend continuing to watch so you kind of know what it is that we're doing. Okay, so I'm just going to give a brief overview of the RAFT project in case you weren't in class. So RAFT stands for Role, Audience, Format, and Topic, and it's basically a creative project that you're going to choose which one you want to do and show your knowledge on the life science that we have been covering. Okay, so whether that's adaptations, biotic and abiotic, community interactions, native and non-native species, keystone species. So you're going to be covering a topic in a creative way based on what you like to do. So you can see there's 6 different options. You're going to go through each of these options and see which one works for you. So for example, letter A, your role, you would take the persona of an animal or plant of your choice. And your audience would be your employer, right? Who are you doing this for? Your employer, or who you would hope to be your employer. And the format is a job letter. So you would be writing a job letter, and the topic would be about your adaptations for the biotic and abiotic factors that make you good for that job. Okay, so for example, that one is a lot of writing. There's a creative component, but it's more writing. So if you like to write, you might choose A. Where C, you would take the role of a prey or predator. So say you decide I'm going to be a predator. My audience would be other predators. The format would be a predator hunting guidebook, and your topic would be adaptations that make you a great hunter, right? So you would be creating a guidebook. So that's one that takes a little bit more creativity. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go through each of these, and it gives you resources that you can use. I would encourage you to use resources beyond what's linked here, but those are just ideas of where you can get resources from. And then there's videos that you can watch that Ms. G so generously created from past examples. You'll notice most of these are hard copies, and that's because they did this when they were in class. We are not in class, so you might kind of have to be flexible and adjust, and a lot of you guys might choose to do things digitally. If you want to do it by hand, that's okay, you can. We just have to have a conversation about how you can turn it in, whether that's taking pictures or having a Zoom meeting with me where I can see it. We'll work something out, that's fine, but you might want to consider how can I do these things digitally. So make sure you have your slideshow in presentation mode, and then you'll be able to watch these. And she goes through different examples. So again, A is the job letter to your employer about your adaptations. You notice that 6 paragraphs, right? Introducing yourself, 4 adaptations, and then a conclusion paragraph. This one is a storybook or video about community interactions. This is the survival guide or hunting guidebook. The slideshow about native and non-native species in Santa Barbara. This is nature journaling. So if you're somebody that spends a lot of time outside, even though we're kind of sort of sheltering in place right now, but you can do it, based on hikes or walks that you're taking, wherever it is that you are going, the beach, the bluffs, Lake Los Carneros. I know obviously the zoo and the Sea Center, things like that are closed, but there's a lot of option for you to get outside and kind of do this nature journal. You can do a poster or video about keystone species and ecosystem services. So those are your options. I want you to go through, choose the ones that you're interested in, make sure you watch the video, and then here's just kind of a timeline. Periods 1, 3, and 5, we started it on Wednesday. That's when we introduced it. Unfortunately, Monday is a holiday, so whether or not you choose to work on it is up to you. We'll be meeting on Wednesday. You'll have 80 minutes to work on it then, and then Monday you'll have half the class period to finish it, okay? Periods 2 and 4, we started it on Thursday. We'll meet Tuesday and Thursday of this week, and then Tuesday you'll have half the class period to finish it. So periods 2 and 4, you guys will have technically one more day because you don't have the holiday. So you have a little bit more time to work on it. So with that, that's all I have for you guys. Please plan to join our Zoom meetings, and I will see you guys soon.